See, we're back together again, and we're very happy boys, and thank you very much for coming. As you know, we're embarking on a British tour in October, and then on to the rest of the world, and we're all very excited. We've had a rehearsal, which sounded $1 million. The dates that we're playing in October 2009, obviously, 13th of October, the O2 in Dublin. Hey! The 14th is the Odyssey Arena in Belfast. 16th is the Sheffield Arena. 17th Glasgow SECC, 20th London O2 Arena, 24th Birmingham NEC, 26th Metro Radio Arena Newcastle, and the 28th of October Manchester Men Arena. And tickets are on sale. Oh god, they've been on sale for 5 minutes already. And you can only get them on VID00010. And so once again, thank you very much for coming. And if you'd like to ask us any questions, we'll be happy to answer any of them. As long as they're not too embarrassing.
Hi there, Alex Brassett, Harknet, BBC. Is it true that your first TV performance will be on Friday night with Jonathan Ross? And if so, what songs are we likely to hear and when's it going to be?
Are we allowed to say anything about that? I think I'll say yes.
Bring it on Friday.
Not this Friday though.
We're still working on the songs.
It's in a few weeks' time, and we're discussing what songs we're going to play at the moment.
Fantastic. Really excited to see you guys back.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Done.
Thanks a lot. Don't be shy.
The old jokes are the best.
What do you want to know?
No, we won't be wearing kilts. Hello, yes, you can.
No, sorry, I'm handing you my. Can you offer a question?
Yeah, I've got one.
Daniel?
See, we did a lot of interviews this morning already, so.
Hello.
How you doing, right?
Very well. How are you?
Great.
Ian Youngs from BBC News. Now you guys have been through a lot of ups and downs. What was it that made you all come back together after saying that it would never happen?
I think it's the realisation that time is a great healer. There was also an announcement I did on radio with Shane Ritchie where he sort of pushed me and said, when are the band going to get back together again? And I said, oh, the 30th anniversary. And you think they shut Shane Ritchie up, actually. And before we knew it, it was on the news in every major country around the world. And I think at that point we all realised how powerful the band were, the songs, and what we did as a band in the 80s. And we got together. We first met in the pub, had a few beers, stories came out, the anecdotes, all the old jokes sounded as funny as they did 20 years ago. And we just realised that we're great mates.
I mean, this is my other family really, and I've missed them for the last 20 years, and I kind of just wanted to get together just to have a chat about all those great experiences we had, because these are the only other guys that understand that, and I think to be able to make some new experiences is a really great opportunity, and that's what we plan to do.
But we're like any family, you know. Families go through terrible times sometimes, and may argue, but in the end, we've got back together, which is the main thing.
I mean, the amazing thing is that the songs are still played on radio today, and you realise how powerful they are and what they mean to the fans out there. And for years now, I mean, every London cab driver has gone, "Go on in, Tom, when are you going to get the band back together again?" It's like, and you know, we've had a rehearsal. We sounded fantastic. We were so happy to be in a rehearsal room together again.
And it was good fun. We connected again in that place back in the early 80s when we were really good mates, really good buddies, and that's where we sort of kind of carried off. So all the problems that we've been going through the last 20 years became irrelevant, really.
Sounded like Spandau Ballet.
Yeah.
What was the first song you played when you got back together?
I'll Fly For You.
Oh yes, darling.
Which I think was a bit of a test for me, because that was always a hard one.
No,
They were trying to test me, I think.
We had a couple of bass players outside just in case it
Don't
went
put
wrong.
yourself down, boy. Don't put yourself down.
and then actually we did to cut long story short, the way it sounded in the original sort of garage version, and yeah,
It was very exciting for us to play. So I think hopefully you enjoy it too.
But
It was kind of raw.
Yeah, I mean, what was funny was that some of the songs that we didn't think would work, some of the earlier songs, were fantastic, that have kind of matured.
ones that we would have first played in here down the other end.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you lot are.
Yeah. I kept on knocking my head, that's all I can remember about this place. Very low ceilings on a boat, I have to say. But this is a greatest hits tour. It's the one that we really should have done many years ago. And we're going to give the fans, and young fans who've probably never seen us before, who've been brainwashed by their older mums, their mums and dads and brothers and sisters, give them what they want, and have a great time while we're doing it as well.
Will you be recording new material?
You never know. I mean, at this point, we're looking at the live shows, and we've got such a catalogue of old tunes. In the future, yeah, don't rule it out. You know, if we can get this together and come out at the end of this tour in good shape, then there's no reason why not.
People want to hear, I think, they would like to hear Spandau as Spandau sounded back in the day. There is that thing about the soundtrack of your life, and you don't really want anyone to mess around with that. So when you hear a song come on the radio before the vocals kicked in, it's the sound of the guitar, the keyboard, or the just general feel of it. So we try to kind of bear that in mind as we rehearse.
And before anybody asks, we're not wearing kilts, frilly shirts, your mum's blouse or anything else like that either.
Spandau Ballet 2009.
That's disappointing. I was quite looking forward to that.
I like my mum's blouse, but you know.
Come on, Billy Sloan, David Johnson, I can see you there. If you ask some
Well,
questions.
Mr. Kemp, we are now in the digital age. While you've been away, we have the rest of us have been enjoying the World Wide Web, Google,
Emails.
I heard you had actually.
200 channels of TV.
We did remain on the planet, actually, David. Yeah.
What your contribution to the digital age will be in which chosen medium?
Well, the website is pretty good, which just went live just a minute ago, and this trailer will be up on there as well. We'll be selling tickets through there certainly for the next few days. I think for good, actually, although you can buy it in other ways. Yeah, I mean, of course, this is a completely different time now. In a way, I kind of miss the early days when you could have kept all that mystique. I don't think the kind of thing that happened here 30 years ago wouldn't have happened if it was all available on the web the next day. The fact that this has gone into legend is because actually people didn't get to see how tardy it was. But yes, I'm sure there'll be cameras and digital diaries and who knows what.
I think my contribution to the digital age will be purely analogue. It'll be hitting things with lumps of wood.
Very early, tell me about. I've been playing with for 30 years.
Has anything changed over the position of royalties?
Ooh, contentious.
Yeah, Gary's given them all to me.
A private matter, I think.
We're going to have a divvy up after this.
Colin Patterson, 5 Live. What do you make of the current pop scene? When we're watching that. Oh, hello.
Sorry.
When we're watching that film.
Yeah. Go on,
Colin,
I can see you.
The current pop scene. When we're watching that DVD, it looks like a different world. You don't get pop bands doing now what you were doing then. What's changed? And are there any bands around now that you rate?
Oh, there's loads. I mean,
Killers,
like Kaiser Chiefs,
love the Killers. I mean, they're not that
good
different
bands.
to us. They play real music. They're real musicians.
Proper bands.
They play proper pop rock songs. So,
Spice Girls.
I don't think-
MGMT, Florence and the Machine. Yeah, there's a lot of good bands, but it's actually very, they do sound a lot like what we were doing all those years ago now. So I think there's actually quite a good time for us to pop back out.